Straight from the edge, it's time for some nighttime drama. Over on Grand Hotel, Gigi and Alicia are really starting to work a lot more well together, and they are trying to put together a charity gala, and they know that next door there's way too much construction going on, even in the middle of the night, and that they need to do something about it to make this go off well. The ballroom's on that end of the hotel, and it's just not going to work out. So Santiago heads next door. He meets his new neighbor, Finn, played by Richard Burgi, and he basically says to him, he needs to have this dealt with so that they can have something go off really well. And, Finn's just totally disrespectful to him and not wanting to deal with it, even though neighbors should try to deal with a fence issue or whatever right away before it turns into something that goes on 30 years. So, he heads back, and Alicia is running into the new manager of the hotel next door, and it was somebody that she went to school with, and so, they're reminiscing over college, and he's trying to make the moves on her a little bit because he kind of let her pass by at the time, and you also have Danny watching this kind of unfold a little bit, and he's realizing that he maybe has more feelings for Alicia, and his girlfriend Heather, he's gonna eventually break it off with her. And so anyway, Santiago, still not getting anywhere. He heads back next door, and he's trying to push Finn a little bit to get this dealt with. And through all of this, he realizes that Finn's kind of cutting corners to get the job done by a certain grand opening date. And so, he talks to the workers outside, talks some Spanish with them, and realizes that some permits were kind of, not gone after that need to. And, he's going to use this to his advantage later. So, just a ton of cool little things going on with the neighbor. And, he's big time hotel chain, and he's, swinging his weight around, acting like Santiago. He's just this little family business that's going to go out as soon as his hotel's in there. So, but no, a lot of fun there. Definitely a good antagonist for them going forward. So Gigi, had talked to Carolina last week about the fact that Ingrid was seen with Mateo. So, she's trying to figure out if Ingrid, is maybe that is the father. And so Javi and Ingrid, they're both, they're a budding new romance between them. And, there's a lot of sweetness going on there. Definitely, when this all unfolds where he's not the father, I hope that they somehow find their way back to each other. But anyway, she invites him to go to the first exam for the baby. And, he's all excited to go, thinking that this is his baby. And so they head over there, and Gigi also comes and pays for everything at a higher end, clinic or whatever. And so she snags a vial of blood from Ingrid, and, she's calculating that I guess she can get a paternity test, which seems odd considering it's Ingrid's blood, not the baby's blood. I don't know how that would help, and so she's trying to figure out how to get Javi's blood, and she asked the doctor on staff to get an exam for him for whatever, like get blood tests and whatnot. And Javi's like, I don't remember Alicia having to do this when she became staff, and so she said, well, I'll let it go. I'll let it slide. So she couldn't get it that way. And she ends up pulling the same stunt on Mateo, and he falls for it. And so she gets blood from him. And so, of course, through all this, they realize that it's Mateo's baby. And so Gigi, confronts Ingrid. And Ingrid has gotten all dressed up. She's all sweet and cute looking. And she's excited, for this gala, because she hasn't really gotten to do anything quite like this, and she's really starting to fall for Javi, and here Gigi just pulls it out, that I know that Mateo is the father, and Ingrid feels like, oh my gosh, I can't, she's trying to backtrack and say like, she obviously with what had happened is trying to protect her baby from the fact that Mateo wanted her to, get rid of the baby. And so Gigi doesn't know that. And, with the Javi thing, Gigi was thinking that it's all about the money, which it didn't have anything to do with that, considering that Ingrid was willing to give up all the money. So anyway, she gives her, to the end of the night to basically tell Javi, otherwise she's going to have somebody else do it. And, they're dancing and Javi, they're just having a great time. And Ingrid's a strong person. She was able to actually say to Javi that, he's not the father and she made a mistake. And, he leaves and he just needs a moment to process all of this. But I think that he is going to realize he does really like her and he's going to try to find out more and see where it can go in some sense. But he just needed to take a step away. Well, that gave an opportunity for Jason to comfort Ingrid, because really he likes her a lot too. And anyway, good stuff there. Yoli, her sister Carolina was coming in the room and she told Marisa to jump down on the floor to hide. And so her sister came in and knew something was going on, but couldn't quite tell what was going on. So she got her out of the room. But meanwhile, Marisa found a box underneath the bed, and it had all the love letters to Sky from Yoli. And so she's reading through all of them, and Jason catches wind of it in the locker room. And so Danny and Jason are able to figure out that basically Yoli was with Sky and most likely was the one that hit Jason over the head. And when they confront her later, she apologizes for it, but she was trying to protect the fact that she's in the closet still or whatever. And they're just kind of like, you would do all that over that? And so they're thinking that maybe she has something to do with Sky, disappearing. And she's like, I was completely devastated. So, they're realizing that she most likely is in the clear, but they're going to have her as an information source going forward, which is good. So anyway, they did have the gala in the lobby, and I thought they were going to take advantage of the fact that the staircase to nowhere is there. I mean the floating staircase, and I mean maybe down the road they're going to use this for a fashion show or something. That'd be pretty cool. Take advantage of the fact you have this great hotel setting that's unique. But and here's the big question: where's El Rey? We need him back. I mean, he definitely brings a certain flavor. But anyway, great episode. A lot of drops out there. Keep on researching.